What's going on, guys? We're here at EICMA 2018, walking around, checking out the new bikes, doing everything we do here at Yammy Noob, Shammy Dude, Clammy, Pube. Be sure to like and subscribe this video. Check it out for more. Yeah, check out the video for more. You should watch the video. So let's get into it. Alrighty, guys. Here we have first look at the new S1000RR. We'll link the full specs down below. Don't want to get into the nitty-gritty here. Just want to give you a first look at it. The big thing you'll notice is the front headlights. Definitely a polarizing feature of the new bike. Everyone's kind of talking about how they've gone away from the old asymmetrical look, which is unfortunate in some people's opinions, but it's also the price of progress. If I can get a shot here. I don't know, I'm not in love with it. It kind of looks like a Daytona and a CBR had a baby and it kind of popped out this. Not a terrible thing, I love both of those bikes, but I feel like the asymmetrical headlights really gave this bike its kind of flavor and feel as a, a really top-end leader bike. The other issue is too, as manufacturers are competing and getting further and further along in the arms race and leader bike class, the BMW was getting a little long in the tooth. It was the bike that kind of started everything off, and now it's really seen as coming back in the fold as being the leader in the category. But we'll see how it performs against the new V4. It's really cool to see. Beautiful bike. One of my favorite things that BMW has done is instead of having some beautiful girl sitting on the bike, they have this handsome young gentleman sitting on there, which is kind of a change that you see here at EICMA. Maybe they're going for the they bob and we weave type of thing, but that was kind of funny. I do love it in this red, white, and blue livery right here. It does look great. Ooh, integrated turn signals. Look at that. The Ducati V4R, the bike everybody's talking about lately. It's as pretty in person as it is in photos. Definitely excited to see it here at EICMA 2018. You guys can read the spec sheet online. I'm not going to regurgitate stats for you. It's pretty cramped here, but we're making it work. Oops, excuse me. Absolutely gorgeous motorcycle, all the carbon fiber. Wouldn't be surprised if 650 Eve gets one, puts it on the smackdown. Maybe he'll buy 3 of them, who knows. I think this is definitely the thing that everyone's talking about most of all is the new wings derived straight from MotoGP technology. Really interesting to see whether or not leader bikes are going to go with this in the future, if all of them are going to have these little winglets. Not sure how I feel about it aesthetically, but the function is hard to deny. So really excited to see a quick ergo check on the Ducati V4. I've not sat on one yet. It's as aggressive as you would imagine, super bike, super sports, very aggressive. It sits a lot smaller than you'd think though. Actually, right here, the view out of the cockpit kind of feels a bit smaller than an R6, honestly, to me. So really love the compact feel of it, which is surprising they're able to do that with the V4. Traditionally, you've seen that more with the V-twins, but smaller, seat arrangement right here. But it feels really thin between the saddle, which is awesome. Reach to the bar is actually a little bit long than I'm used to, but it's not bad. This thing's probably a monster on track, so super excited to sit on it here at EICMA. If you're worried about being high vis in the past, you not need to fear any longer. Rossi has you covered. You can now get your skin covered in high vis yellow, so you can be very visible to all of those around you. Rossi out here making meaningful innovation, guys. Meaningful innovation with the yellow paint. Checking out the Triumph booth now. One thing that I've noticed that they're doing is they're obviously leaning a lot more heavily towards the both off-road scrambler and kind of lifestyle scene. Triumph probably wants a big bite out of that sweet, sweet Ducati lifestyle money. So they've launched, I believe this is the scrambler right here, the new one. Yeah. This is the new Triumph Scrambler 1200. I believe a bit of a modification on their Street Twin platform, if I'm not mistaken. So 1200cc parallel twin. Good looking bike, but it is a lot bigger than the Ducati Scrambler itself, I believe, ergonomically. It sits probably pretty similar, but at the same time, it's definitely a beefier motorcycle. You can see that just by looking at it. I don't know if they're going to make any smaller CC versions of it, or ones that have displacements that are smaller, but, cool to see it regardless. Let's see if we can swing a leg over it really quick. Yeah, it does feel a little bit bigger than the Ducati Scrambler, but it's not a bad place to sit overall. I think it fits, you know, really, really well. A lot of riders are going to find it really comfortable. It's cool to see that they're adding little features here and there with it. Would love to take one on a test ride one day if Triumph doesn't consider me persona non grata for destroying 2 Daytonas, but we'll see. Ooh, it is hard not to get excited about the 765, possibly Daytona 3.0. We'll see. Right now, just a Moto2 specific bike. Triumph kind of goes back and forth on whether or not they're going to actually make a 765 Daytona. I would absolutely kill to see one. Of the people that have ridden these, they say that it's amazing. It feels great. Awesome torque. Just tons of power. Love to get my hands on one. So here's the new model Suzuki's debuting. It's the SV650X. Some of you might know the SV650 is a super popular platform for folks who are looking to do track days. It's pretty much a bulletproof motorcycle that people have been using since the dawn of time to like modify and get started with. So the X, from what I can see here, it appears to be a little bit more of a kind of a cafe feel, kind of a, you know, a retro feel going on with the seats and the lower clip-on bars. I do really enjoy the color scheme on it. I'm not sure of the specs because the little iPad thing over there is broken, so I'll definitely link some down below. Looks interesting though, pretty cool, but there's one bigger announcement that Suzuki made that I'd like to go take a look at right now. This here EICMA, if we can get a good look at it, is the new Suzuki Katana. Suzuki has revitalized their Katana lineup, which is really cool to see. The Suzuki Katana is a pretty legendary motorcycle for the street that's been used for quite different kinds of purposes. Also a little bit of a workhorse for commuting and track day specials. You can buy them pretty cheap, at least in the States. I love that they went back with a square headlight for it. I thought that's a pretty bold choice, especially nowadays. People going LED and all that. Great looking bike though. Let's try to get a good snap of it here. I do love that logo right there. That looks great. Suzuki also has this really cool, like borderline museum setup here with old school katanas. They've got the Katana experience here, which is pretty cool to see. Got a classic one here. Don't know what year this one is, but pretty good there. So here's a bike that's not getting as much attention, but it should be. It's the new CB650R. If you guys don't know, the C650R kind of sits in a weird spot, seeing that it has a 4-cylinder underneath the fairings here. So this one's all new for 2019. I'm really not sure the new features and specs on it, but from what I can see, it does have a TFT display, if I'm not mistaken. And borderline, looks like a digital display, actually. Shame. Good looking bike though. Honda's kind of stepped up their design game a little bit. This tail tidy could look pretty good. Yeah, 650R. Trying to most likely eat the lunch of probably FZ07, FZ09 category, more upright motorcycle. But then again, you know what? It's kind of funny because it sits a little bit lower, particularly the ergonomics here a little bit. It doesn't really look like it's you know, more of an upright bike, but it's also not a super sport, so kind of sits in that sweet spot between something that's more upright and something that's more sporty. Cool motorcycle though. Harley-Davidson out here too with a surprising presence for an international show. Rumor has it that they are bringing the live wire to the European market, which is going to be pretty cool. As many people know, Harley's in a bit of a tough spot right now, trying to figure out how to market and sell to people who are a little bit younger. So it makes sense that they're out here trying to put this on. But again, a lot of their offerings are just these like big classic chrome cruisers, which, hey, maybe some people like that, but I think people are kind of looking for something new nowadays. Here at the Honda booth, currently in the running for the loudest booth here at EICMA. They got a really cool concept supermoto here on display, which would be super awesome if they made. Not sure if they're gonna make it, but that would be super dope. Got a cool minimal feel to it. Complete. I think the winner for coolest booth setup has to go to Akrapovic or Akrapovic, depending on how you say it. This is such a cool looking booth they got set up. I really, really love the sort of altar to exhaust that they have here. It's so cool to see. exhaust have always struck me as this kind of really alien looking thing. It's really fun seeing them off of motorcycles, so great looking display here. Got this for the FC09 right here. I had a Leo Vinci on mine, which I really love, and I bet the Acura sounds pretty good too. The other really great thing about EICMA is because it's an actual trade show, and not just, you know, the place where everyone comes to jizz over the new Ducati or the new BMW. You actually find a bunch of these manufacturers just setting up little booths here, promoting some of their gear, which is really cool to see, because this is a place where people love to come to actually, you know, try to spur up some deals, get some conversations going. So we got these right here, these manufacturers with some cool boots, some cool gear. So cool to see, cool to see. TM has heard you. You said sumo is the light, sumo is the way. So they give you a sumo. This is the new 690 SMCR. Did I say that right? SMCR, yeah. TBH, don't know too much about this bike. Know that it's obviously KTM 690 single cell powering it, found in many, many different motorcycles. Just want to give you guys a quick look at it. It seems pretty cool. Looks super fun to ride. Love that it comes clapped out already ready to go. In the past 3 years, a lot of YouTube content creators have been putting out content with supermotos. People have been using them a lot. I think it's becoming a lot more popular. Let's swing a logo over it really quick. Feels very compact. Clutch is light. Feels just like every other supermoto I've really sat on. Honestly, don't have too much experience with supermotos, so can't really comment on them. More of a sport bike guy, you guys know that. But cool to see though, either way. This was all spec'd out. I'm actually most pleasantly surprised by the CNC Racing booth here at EICMA. They've got some amazing motorcycles here on display, mostly just because they have all kinds of, you know, CNC machine goodies on them, like this little scrambler right here with all kinds of really cool parts on it. I have this beautiful Ducati right here, which is cool to see the aftermarkets are now doing their own version of the winglets that the V4 has on the V4R anyway. So this really might be the new trend, guys. You might see all leader bikes now having these little winglets. Excellent looking little RSV4 right here. Just a beautiful selection. Ducati is really out here in full force again with the scrambler lineup. They are pushing this really, really hard, probably because it's a profit margin leader for them to, you know, sell lifestyle goods and all kinds of accessories for the scrambler. As you guys know, I'm super fond of the scrambler. I think it's a really exciting motorcycle, mostly because people who aren't really into bikes can look at something like this and get into it. And if you can hear that, that is the cringiest sounds of someone bastardizing a good song into something about scramblers. Horrible. Anyway. Alrighty, boys, that's going to do it for today. I am back at my hotel room. I hope you enjoyed this first-hand look at EICMA 2018. Lots of crazy bikes, lots of interesting bikes, lots of new bikes. I will probably be doing a big recap video because there's just too much to talk about in those little clips that I shot, but hope you got a cool look at my first-hand impressions. If you liked the vid, please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to check it out. Please be sure to leave a comment. Let me know, what did you think of the bikes I covered? Please let me know how little I know what I'm talking about, because that is kind of true. I didn't have enough time to check out all the specs on all the motorcycles, but I don't really think that's why you guys come and check out my content. I don't think you come on here to watch me read a spec sheet. So hopefully you had some fun. I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.